lust will come alive inside of me. And then I'll be subject to the corruption in the world. Not just to what happens to me, but I'll find the corruption manifesting out of my members. Because I'll all the time be lusting to have life. You know, if I wouldn't have been busy trying to bring about a physical healing in my foot, I would have stopped running the moment it started hurting, and it might have gotten healed in 1 week. But do you know what I said? No. God has promised me the blessing of physical healing. And so I was going to stand on the faith. And I ran for months with the broken foot.
Where was that stupid?
Exactly. But you see, lust
Sure.
came alive inside of me. I was lusting after what I called the blessing. And then through me lusting after what I called the blessing, corruption manifested in my body. And then that corruption also manifested in my spirit and my soul to the degree that I was in the backyard telling God his gospel sucked.
Yep. Yep.
Now listen, you got to be pretty upset if you're telling God that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been with God for a long time, you know. When I was like 3 years old, I got saved. And so me and God, we gone a long way. I mean, I died on the hospital bed and had to be resuscitated. And so I have a long history with God bailing me out. So just to give you an idea of how upset I was in that moment, for me to say that to him,
Wow.
I was pretty upset.
Yeah.
I bet you God was surprised.
You know, God, I think he was happy. I was like, this guy's finally about to get it. He's like, this guy's about to understand.
That's my boy.
He's finally going to hear what others try to tell him for a long time.
Yes.
Oh, man. But it's actually the key to finding real life.
Yeah.
You see, I thought real life was found in this.
Right.
But real life is found in God's love, God's joy, God's peace. And I realized God's love, God's joy, God's peace isn't intertwined with all the things of the world or the life that's in the world. So now my mind has gotten almost completely off of that and set on God. And when I find myself get pressed in upon, then I fellowship with that word. Like I said with ministry. Those are, when I look at it really, Becky and ministry are the things that trouble me. To where there's times where I can just get, you know, like I get my eyes set on it and I get upset. You know, if something is messing with Becky, that's difficult for me.
Yeah.
It's difficult for me not to get moved. And so that can mess with me. And then I care so much about people and the truth that there's times when I see pockets of grace people getting off into like just heresy. Sometimes I'm immune, and I'm just like, who cares? I'll just keep preaching the truth. And sometimes, man, if it's people I know, like personally, I get upset, and I start feeling like everything's crashing down.
Oh, no.
You know, and then but you go in fellowship with the truth.
Right.
And then you get sustained, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Then you're like Paul, when Jesus said, my strength is made perfect in your weakness.
Yes. Yeah. Billy, go ahead.